Head coach Troy G. Ward.
Coach, big overtime win tonight. What did you think was the difference between your team tonight and last night?
Well, I thought we just had better energy. I thought last night I assessed our team that we played a little bit on our heels. I thought our posture was a little bit back, and tonight I thought we just had a much stronger push consistently. I mean, especially 5-on-5. If you look at that game 5-on-5, I thought we managed a good hockey game. You know, they got all three of their goals on the power play. So at even strength, I thought we really managed a really good game tonight. But I just thought we played more aggressive and more on our toes. And in this game today, at this time of the year, you have to skate your checks, and you got to really work. And we skated our checks better tonight. We're much more physical than we were last night. But part of that was by design and posture. So we played much harder.
Just talk about what the return of Clay Wilson meant to your team tonight.
Well, it's one man's opinion. If we had an MVP, that'd be him. I thought it was huge because he just eats up so many minutes. His minutes had to have been close to 30. He flew here today. You know, he's in Calgary for a morning skate and gets a chance to come back down here and play with his teammates that he's been with all year. So, you know, he's a good man. He's a mature man that's been through the ranks a little bit, and I thought his maturity showed, and certainly his play was indicative of how he's been for us all year.
This team has traditionally had a hard time against the Canucks affiliate here at home, be it the Moose or Chicago Wolves. I mean, what does it mean to the group to have that kind of success against them?
I don't even know if they know that. It's a new group. I mean, you know, it's every year these teams change. I would concur with you, you know, because I've been here for 2 years, and earlier in the year we didn't have a very good hockey team when they were here. That means no disrespect to them. I thought they played a good weekend series that weekend. We weren't very healthy. And in this league, it's a timing league. You got to hit teams at the right time. So it's good for us. I mean, most importantly, I like the fact that regardless of whether you're a Canucks fan or a Flames fan or a Heat fan or a Wolves fan, just a lot of people were here. It was just great energy in the building, and it's just good. It's just good hockey at this level, and I wish, you know, I'm hoping that people that got to the game today from the Fraser Valley area just respect the game enough to say, wow, that's good hockey, whether it's Wolves hockey or whether it's whoever's in here playing. I thought that was the most important thing. Like, and it was a true pleasure to play in front of that many fans, and whether they're on whichever side, that's life, that's hockey. But it was an entertaining game for the fans, and it was a good hockey game. So that's this level of hockey. Hopefully people go home and say, wow, it's good hockey.
What's Ryan House's status?
Ryan's being looked at right now at the hospital. He's just got a little banged up knee. You know, I'm not a upper body guy. It's just a knee. It is what it is. I mean, you're going to find out some way. So there's Twitter and everything else out there, so I'll just tell it like it is. He's got a knee issue, but I think he's okay. He seems to be okay at this point, at least.
Did he hurt it on the shot block, or was it on the crash into the end boards?
In the end boards, yeah. And certainly the shot block, I thought, obviously we got a little taste of his character there. Like, he played through that. But, you know, as long as the boot's on, like, you can keep playing. Once the boot comes off, it's another thing. So I thought he managed to, you know, to do everything he could to get in there. I felt unfortunate for him because here's a kid that's, you know, went through a lot this year with some injuries and things like that. So it's unfortunate, but he seems to be okay at this point, but I'm not really sure.
Thoughts on what Horak gave you tonight?
I thought Roman, you know, he's here in time last night. I didn't play him, and I wanted him to see us play. Like, I thought that was important for him to have a feel for our team, and I thought he was really good. Like, he didn't get a lot of minutes early in the game. As soon as House went down, like him and Rheault was coming off an injury. He's been out for a long time. So at the end of the game, I managed him up there with Walter and played him a lot down the stretch because I liked his legs and I liked his energy. But as we know, like, Roman's a very good player if he's played that many games in the NHL, and now it's a chemistry issue. We got to get him with the right people and get him settled in here. But it was good to have him. It's a huge boost for our hockey team.
You guys are playing Rochester on Tuesday and Wednesday, and they haven't been here yet this season. What can fans expect from them?
You know, I think Rochester is going to bring. They're kind of a. I don't know if they have any real weaknesses. Like, they're pretty good in their special teams. They're a pretty good 5-on-5 team. They've got some size to them. They've got some speed. They do a lot of things pretty well. When the games that we had there earlier in the year were good games. You know, we're at a different pace than we were last time we were there too. That was right after the All-Star break, so we'd come off a break and played there. We all met there in Rochester, so they've got a good hockey team, and I think from A to Z they're a good team, and they'll bring a lot of. They've got some good skill, they got some size, they got some toughness, and they're right where we are in the points, and for the right reasons. They're a good hockey team.
You got that goal out of Connolly. Is that kind of what you guys were expecting out of him when he joined the team? And also, can you comment on sort of how he's replaced Mickelson in that second E role?
Well, I was really happy for Brian to get the goal, because I think there was a lot of expectations for Heat fans when he got here, like this was the second leading scorer, you know, or whatever, on the defensive in the American Hockey League. He's a very dynamic, good offensive player, but part of our job within the framework of the Calgary Flames, Abbotsford Heat, is to develop him as well defensively, and that's been kind of a focus. So the backseat to get him to play in the National Hockey League has been a little bit less offensive. Most importantly today, like, he got benched in the first for like 8 minutes, so he must have had a lot of energy to get up the ice at the end of the game, so he didn't play a lot in the first. But he had a tough start. But what has he meant to us? He's been great. He's a leader in the room. I think he'll over-exceed anything Mick could do. But he is deficient on the other side of the puck a little bit, and I don't mean that in a bad way. That's part of his development that's left. Like, he has to learn to defend as a smaller guy, and to defend man carries and people like that. You got to learn how to do that. And so. But what he'll bring to us is he brings a lot of offensive things that we can't teach other players here. And so, including Mick, like, as much as we miss Mick and his ability to skate, we got a real upgrade in the offensive side of things. So that's what he's brought to our team, and I thought he's stabilized our back end a little bit. But he's got to continue to develop as a player defensively, and he knows that, and that's why he's here. But he's doing a good job, besides a little bit in the first.
The Wolves' power play comes in as the worst in the league, and they scored
Not
3
anymore.
times. Yeah. Maybe just talk about what they were doing that was so effective tonight.
Sometimes, you know, that's just the ebb and flow of the game. Like, they're just confident. I thought we helped them a great deal last night at the end of the game to give them a power play goal, and I thought it just carried into tonight. I thought they were crisp. I thought they passed the puck hard. They had some good rotations. And the big thing, they just got the puck to the net, you know. And sometimes, you know, your best penalty killer is your goalie, and, you know, sometimes Leland tonight probably wanted a couple of those back. The reality of the game, but I'm not disappointed in our penalty kill. Like, when other teams going, like, I've been in the business long enough to know that's just the way it's going. Like, my biggest disappointment was not that our penalty kill wasn't very good. It was just the penalties we kept taking. That was my biggest disappointment. But I just thought they were crisp, I thought they were clean, and I thought they had an agenda, and their agenda was to put the puck at the net, and it paid off.
Looks like we're good. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Have a good night.